Friends, hello and welcome back. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. So we are doing our ratings predictions for this Friday, the 15th. We'll make sure we get the date right here. The 15th. For some reason I'm thinking Friday's the 12th. It's not the 12th, right? It's the 15th. The XPN's the 12th. No, it is the 12th. Okay, my bad. The 12th. What's the 15th? Got my numbers mixed up from something. Anyway, Friday, May the 5th, or the 12th, I was going to say it anyway. Maybe that's it. That's Friday, 5th, May, a bunch of Fs. Could be, possible, probably not. We're going to go over a roster or predictions, though. We're going to start with one of our cheaper players. Usually we're trying to look more into the gold to diamond kind of guys these days, but I think there is a little bit of value here. If you're trying to start off maybe a smaller stub bounce, or you just want to, put 6,000 bid orders in this guy and go to town. We're going to the Red Sox, if I can find the team name. Here we are, the Red Sox. We're going to go on down to Masataka Yoshida, currently at 854 stubs. Now, he's going to need a decent upgrade, mind you. There'll be a pack that comes out Tuesday. Might drop his price a little bit that day. You can pick some up then, possibly Monday or Tuesday. Besides that, you gotta be careful because like Jansen, he's an 81 who's 674. So you gotta be careful saying he might not get too big of an upgrade from that standpoint. But I mean, the guy's got 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's batting 447 in the last 2 weeks. He's a gold defender. So I think when you see that offensive, categories bumped up there, there's a chance this guy could see a lot of headway made there, possibly up to an 82-ish, 81, 82 range there, maybe a little bit higher. But again, you look at, Kenley Jansen's a good example there of what that going price could be if he's at 81. So you're kind of hoping for a little bit more upside there. But I think his price, we'll see what his price is right now. I think his price can fluctuate a little bit there. Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah, he's been dropping a little bit. I think it's possible you can get back down in the 600 range, 500 range. A little bit safer bet there. We're going to go on over to, excuse me, can't speak words today. Before we go to the guys that we think are going to go diamond, I want to talk about a couple guys that are already diamond. First of all, Fernando Tatis. I really like this Tatis for a couple reasons. First of all, he's on San Diego. He's on the Padres. We know where this game's made. Which is interesting to me because he's been really good. He's batting 333 in the last 2 weeks, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs on the season, 297 average. You got to remember, this guy had an abbreviated start to the season because he's a cheater. But the speed's ridiculous. If you give this guy any sort of bump to his fielding abilities, I feel like he could get it, especially with that 40 accuracy. You're going to see his overall go up. You could see his contact possibly go up a little bit as well. There is some wiggle room there with him batting 300. And what I really like about Fernando is it feels to me like there's a lot of room for him and not a lot of risk because he wasn't in packs as long. He hasn't been in the game as long. So it's not really like he's flooded the market like some of these other players have. And I like that because if he does get an upgrade, that means while he's an 89, he's going to be even harder. His price is going to go up. The difference is in, say, like a Garrett Cole, if he were to get an upgrade, or let's do Spencer Strider, who's got a chance, he's been playing solid as well. You give him an upgrade to a 90. There's so many of them in the market already. It's hard for his price to go up a lot. But because it's not as much flooded everywhere as Fernando, I like Tatis there. I think that's a good potential risk there for him. Let's talk about Ronald Acuna, who's just been completely irrelevant to the game, I guess. But, best fantasy player in baseball this season, as projected. But Tatis, and the guy's been, no, not Tatis, but Acuna, the guy, what's he doing with all these stolen bags? He got 15 stolen bags right now. I mean, besides the fact that he's batting 330, 15 stolen bags. I think, we don't talk about this very often. But, I mean, he could be a guy that sees a bump in the speed categories. Possibly a little bit in the offensive, the contact, the power department. But, again, he's another guy where I say, even looking back, he's 25 now, he has 21, 22 then. I don't understand. I can't even pretend I understand. We can pretend there's an algorithm, whatever. But I don't understand San Diego Studios' logic when it comes to fielding stats sometimes. Because this guy was a double diamond. At the beginning of last year, he was a double diamond. So to go from a diamond fielder to a bronze fielder in a matter of a season and to be the player that he is, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Statistically, there's not a big drop-off. There really isn't one at all. So I feel like there's a good chance you could see him potentially get some fielding stat bumps there. We'll see. Again, being 17K already, has some room for growth there. That's just a couple diamonds we was looking at. Obviously, do what you will with those. Sometimes it's the diamonds, if they get a big enough upgrade, there's a little money to be made, even though they're already diamonds. Let's go on over to the gold players that we like here, though. We're going to start with, as mentioned before, he became player of the month. So if you jumped on it beforehand, could have been a great idea there, is Matt Chapman. I should say everything that needs to be said. He's player of the month. Now, since May started, he's not registered a home run, but he's still batting, what, 286 the last week or so, so he's still batting solid. He's a gold fielder, and just the fact alone that SDS recognized this guy as the best player of the month of May or month of April, I feel like you're going to have to say he's going to get an upgrade. What kind of upgrade did they give him? We'll see, but you don't name the guy player of the month, the player of the month, the 99 player of the month, and not say, oh, we're not going to upgrade him. And he only needs one to be an upgrade to a diamond. I think you could see a 2, and a 2 could, again, see some profit there at the 298.3 there on his price. And we're seeing, a lot of people put their bids in on him there. Let's go on over to my red leg here. Let's go to a little Alexi Diaz. Currently an 83. Solid. He's got 11 innings pitched, 21 Ks this season, 6 saves. He's 2.45 ERA on the season and a 0.73 whip. He's been lights out lately. The strikeouts per 9 innings has been ridiculous. I think we see a bump there. And he needs, again, a +2 to go diamond. I really like Alexi Diaz here. And I really like Matt Chapman. I think those are 2 of the favorites to go diamond this week. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.